Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mortal Online 2. Deftspider here. So we're going to come into Tindrem and take a look at this city. So as you can see, we're approaching it from the front. This is the main gate. There are other ways in and out. Inside the city, there's a dungeon located in here. We'll go over one of the entrances to it, which is the sewer. There's also a graveyard on the left side of the city. Again, we'll follow around to that path when we get there. And we're just going to start off with the first places you're going to want to check, and we're going to hit up the libraries and go over all the stuff that we've been going over for the other cities. So there are tons of guards in this city. There are some elite guards. There are a lot of players in this city. Slow down for a second right here so you can kind of see. This is the biggest city I've been to so far. The graphics here are amazing. It looks great. It's early morning right now, so you can see everything pretty clearly. Alright, so as you come in here, there's nothing up there in the castle. You can go up there and take a look around. There's tons and tons of cosmetics to look at. You want to take your horse. The city's huge. You do not just want to run around on foot. Oh, and we're going to jump off this ledge. So right here, we're going to have the stables. So right there is going to be your pet broker. And then right here, we've got our stable master. So if you do want to stable your pets, this is where you're going to do it at. Alright, let's head over here. You've got some training dummies here if you want to skill up. And then if we come down here, slow down a little bit, make sure I don't miss the stairs. There are entrances right here. These is the way to get into the sewers. Somebody's got the horse down here. It must be in the sewers. But those would be the way to get in there. Let's get back up to canter and trot back up here. Alright, so now we're on the back side of the stables, which are those right there. We could have just read straight through. So then we've got a vial vendor here. I don't think there's much in here. Let's see. We've got a botany lore librarian right here. So if we pause here for a second, I'll get that posted on the screen. Alright, you can always pause if you need to see that. We're going to be going over the costs and what books they have. Then we can head this way if we want to. There's a few more vendors right here. We've got the grocery vendor, the magic vendor. I guess we could get off so we're not just like clopping along. If we come to this back side, you've obviously got a trade broker, banker, and stuff inside of this building to our right. Here you've got a weapon vendor and then the armor vendor. We'll head back up to this side. Then we've got a grocery vendor here. Cooking vendor, place to cook if you want to cook. You've got your fishing vendor, a butchery table, another equipment vendor, and a utility vendor. Now if you go down there and follow the wall, you can go to the back side and go into the Coliseum. We'll check that out in a second. The last thing on this side right now is going to be inside of here. There's a grocer or a grocery vendor. And again, there's plenty more to look at back here. So if you want to go on this side, you can go to the other side and just take a look around. There's all kinds of statues. And they've put a ton of work into the graphics here. We're going to come around here. And I think I should have gone down a little bit farther to go to exactly where I want to. So that's just a big empty building. Like I said, graphics here are really cool and interesting. If we go this way, it'll take us to the castle or the church mausoleum. I'm really not 100% sure on what that is. You've got fountains and open baths everywhere. But again, there's nothing up there to really interact with or do. Here's the center of the city. Slow down just a little bit. So here's the center. There'll be a lot of people up here training a lot of times. And back over here to where we just came from. Inside of here, you're going to find all of your crafting goods. Let's go ahead and dismount. Tell him to stay here for now. See, so inside of here, actually this isn't the craft room, this is the bank and stuff. So if we come into here, you've got a banker there, postal service there, trade broker right there. Somebody just died to the guards. If you want to manage your guild stone is right here. Good, summon our horse to follow us again. We'll come into this building. Now here's our crafting building. It's got like 2 of all the crafting benches. So you've got like bow crafting, pet equipment crafting, shield crafting, all your armor crafting, weapon crafting. Oh, and somebody's horse is in my way. Really, guys? Alright, so we'll head up the stairs. Probably a bad idea to bring a horse in here. And then up here is where all your extraction items are going to be at. There's also guards here, so you don't have to worry too much about people knocking you out, but there are plenty of empty spaces in the city where they can snatch you up. So then you've got your alchemy tables and stuff over there. More extractions here. You've got the refining oven, an extraction furnace. Extraction natters. Then if we come over here to the bottom of this building, still on the same side of the city that we first came in on, where there's the horse stables. So we'll come down here, and in the bar area, we've got the grocery vendor, or 2 grocery vendors rather, and then right here is your task vendor. This is where you'll get your parcels and stuff if you need to get your rep up, or if you just want to make some extra gold. Alright, come here, 8. Let's go to the next area. So on this side is where we're going to find our libraries and stuff. We actually jump down here. So right here is going to be our priest. You can see it by the sign. But you actually need to stay right there. You might just block the door, it'll be alright. So we've got a guard right here. Then the priest is here. So if you want to link your home point to teleport back and save, this will be where you do that at. Alright, so if you want to go to the graveyard, if you spawned into this city, you need to make some gold, or you just got to the city, maybe you ghosted over here or something. Up there is just all decorative housing and stuff that's built into the city, but this will be how you get to the graveyard. Alright, and now we are in the graveyard, so if you need to make some gold, do some skilling up, this is where you would do it at initially. And then from here, let's head over to the library. Actually, before we go in the library, we'll go ahead and circle around this way. And there are extractors, or grinders, crushers in the city. They're actually located back here in this corner. And as you can see, we are currently on a desert horse, so we were moving pretty fast. Hopefully everything's loading and rendering fine, because we are recording in cinematic at high settings or ultra settings. So there's our extraction grinder, there's an extraction hearth, there's an extraction grizzly, and then right there is the extraction crusher for all of my crafters. And from there we can just circle back around, and our next stop will be the library. Then from there we'll head over towards the Coliseum. If you're in the city and you're looking for the library, having a hard time, just head for the dome building. This is obviously a huge head nod towards the Roman Empire, because, I mean, just look at this architecture. So let's tell him to hang here for a second. So in here, really quick, before we get to the library, we have the house vendor. We have the keep vendor. We have the workbench vendor, so eventually we'll be able to put workbenches and stuff in the keeps. And then right here, we've got the decoration vendor for your houses and keeps. Alright, 8, we're just going to walk over here so you can just follow me there, buddy. So here's the book sign. If you're looking for the library, just come into here. I don't know if this is Socrates or who this is supposed to be, but we've got some indoor seating here. We've got some indoor baths. You know, grab your favorite book, sit down and take a read. Alright, buddy, you can chill right there until we get done. So right here, as you come in, there's a left and a right. Both sides have librarians. They each have their own books. So as we come into here, we're going to have the petrologist librarian. So I'm going to pause for a second so I can put that screenshot up for the books here. Next, we're going to have the Material Lore Librarian. Then we have our 3 Spiritist traders here, each one selling their own item. We'll come around this corner. Go to this one. We have the Botany Lore Librarian right here. It's the same as the other one. They have the exact same books for sale. Then we have the Animal Material Librarian right here. Bunch of guards in here. You can go upstairs, but there's nothing up there. There's nothing behind that bookshelf either. And then we'll come into this side, and here are some more librarians. So we have our common librarian right here. The crafting librarian here. Our combat librarian. Here's the magic librarian. Last but not least, our extraction librarian. Alright, and that's all of our librarians and everything that we need to know about those in this city. Now we're going to go check out the Coliseum and the last few things that we have to offer in this city. So we're just going to cross over the center here, enjoying all the sights and the views. I wonder if I could. Probably could have cut over there earlier. Alright, so like I said, if you fall from the stables and went this wall around, you'll come up to here. That's the Coliseum. Over there is just more decorative stuff like the fighter training arenas that you would normally see in the old Roman Empire. If we come to this side, this is the only thing I've found over here that you can really interact with. So we'll come into here, and here's a banker. If you come over here, you've got a trade broker and a postal service. Now, if we go up here, you can see what I was talking about with the training arenas. So you've got tons of dummies and things in here. A lot of cool places to stage photos and everything if you want to take screenshots. Maybe just try to do some fishing in here. Now, if you follow that wall all the way around, there's going to be another gate to get out of the city or in it. But we're going to go this way for now. And this is going to bring us outside to the garden area. Again, another really cool place to be. I have not fully explored this area, but I don't really think there's much function here. You can maybe do some fishing. Besides that, I think it's more just aesthetics. But we could take a quick look around. We've got like a little greenhouse over here. Just a really cool zone all in all, but this city is massive as we get stuck on everything. And last but not least, let's go take a look at the Coliseum, and then we'll be done with the city tour for Tindrem. Of course, I don't think we have to let that guard pass first. Get off the bridge, sir. I need to pass. As my horse starts spazzing out. Alright, so there's usually a group of people in here fighting or training with each other. So be careful. Guards may not save you. Let's see, is this going to take me to the upper level or the lower level? I want to go to the upper level, preferably. Multiple ways in and out. Oh, I've actually never been to this side. Guess this is some fancy prison guard cell room. Again, you don't see any guards present, so if you get caught in there and there's some people trying to get you, yeah, they'll take your stuff and teach you not to go that way again. Alright, so let's go the way I do know of that I used last time. Alright guys, and this is the Coliseum. As you can see, we've got some players down there fighting each other. See, it looks like Blitzkrieg is training down there. And maybe some randoms. But just all in all, a really well designed game. Amazing graphics. Full release is coming soon at the time of the making of this video. Can't wait. And we can go look at one more area, and that's kind of neat in this city. It's where they keep all the animals. Because what's a Coliseum good for if you don't have animals to fight, right? And I'll show you all that gate. So over here is just more of the same that we saw a minute ago, like training arenas and stuff back there. There is a stable marked right here, but there's nobody actually working here, so you can't store your animals. Here's a gate to go in and out. Now then, if we come down here, I'm trying to remember where it's at. I think it's inside. Is it inside of here? Yeah, so if we come in here, we can start seeing all kinds of animals. Then you can tame most of these across the map. Or if you can't tame them now, you will be able to one day. Let's go ahead and dismount so the screen's not rocking constantly. I'm sure that's bothering some of y'all. Yeah, so you see we've got some wolves, dire wolves and stuff in here. Got what looks like a black bear. Got what everybody calls a spider. Whatever the hell that thing is. Can't say I've seen one of those. What is this, a cougar? Yeah. Some more stuff over here, pretty much more of the same. Those dog creatures. Another cougar, I think. I think that's a cougar. Yeah. Some more bears. Here, come on, buddy. Didn't tell you to stand back there. And then back here, we've got some of the things I'm hoping to tame on full release. I hope to go find one of these. Some people have already started taming them and messing with them. But look at these guys. Imagine riding one of these into combat. Or having one of these attack the group of guys that are trying to PvP you. But nobody will mess with you then. But all in all, guys, that is the city. So I hope y'all enjoyed this content. I hope it helps you out and helps you, if you need to find something here, or if you haven't decided what city to start in, I should have the rest of them coming out soon. At the time of recording this, I think this is my 4th city we've gone over, all the locations and everything it has to offer. Like I said, you've got the graveyard and the sewer dungeon here. And then besides that, that should be it. As always, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know how I'm doing. Leave any comments, questions below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. If I miss something, let me know that too in the comments. I'm not super familiar with this city. This is like my 2nd time being here, or 1st time being here. And thanks for watching, guys.